A new attraction is coming to Animal Kingdom. Test Track finally has an opening date. An exclusive meet and greet has started in EPCOT, and all the snack news you could ever want is right here. The latest Disney and theme park news is coming up right now here on DFB Guide. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and today is Saturday, which means it's the best day of the week and the day I get to tell you everything that happened in the world of theme park news over the past 7 days. First up, today we got some big news coming out of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Dinoland USA began its closure and transformation into Pueblo Esperanza in Animal Kingdom earlier this year when Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama closed along with Triceratops Spin, you remember. Now Disney has officially announced the closing date for the Boneyard play area, and it's arriving sooner than you think. It's been confirmed that the last day for operation for the Boneyard, the play area for kids inside Dinoland, will be September 1st, 2025. On September 2nd, it's going to close to make way for Pueblo Esperanza construction. However, Disney confirmed at the exact same time that there will be a new play area coming to the new Pueblo Esperanza area. So it's great to know that when the new land opens, kids will have somewhere they can play safely and get some of their energy out. Also, while we knew that the new land would contain a hacienda, a new quick service location that will likely be taking the place of Restaurantosaurus, in this recent announcement, Disney confirmed again that this hacienda will be one of the largest quick service restaurants in Disney World. We know that Disney is already hard at work behind the walls of this new area, which includes bringing to life a new Encanto attraction, a brand new carousel, and when Dinosaur closes in 2026, official date not yet confirmed, it'll become home to a new Indiana Jones ride too. Now, instead of a closing date, how about an opening date for EPCOT? I thought you'd like that. Test Track was closed officially on June 17th, 2024 in order to incorporate new elements and a new overall design. After a complete reimagining, this new version of Test Track is set to officially open on July 22nd, 2025. That's just a month away. The new version of Test Track has teased several new features like a queue with 6 exhibits celebrating vehicles and their makers and a new outdoors scene that celebrates technological advances. Disney's announced there will be early previews of Test Track for cast members, annual pass holders, Disney Vacation Club members, Golden Oak residents, and Club 33 members. Currently, no specific dates have been announced for the previews or when you can sign up for them, but we'll keep our eyes open for more information and get it to you in our newsletter. And you should keep an eye on your email inbox because I know you're signed up for that newsletter, right? Right. That's where you're going to see the information first. So if you haven't signed up, you should click on the link in the description. Okay, we've got some new updates for the new nighttime parade coming to Magic Kingdom. Now, for those of you who didn't know about this, a brand new nighttime parade is coming to Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom July 20th of this year. So get ready for Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away. The new parade is going to feature beloved characters from Walt Disney Animation Studios and Disney Pixar films, and some will be making their nighttime parade debut. We cannot wait to check out this new nighttime parade, which is great because Disney has revealed the show times for us. Disney Starlight will take place nightly at 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. in Magic Kingdom, at least here at the beginning. Now, Disney also confirmed that the parade will begin on Main Street, USA, and travel towards Frontierland for its parade route, which is opposite from the regular daytime parade route. The reason they're switching it up for Disney Starlight, this is actually what they usually do for the nighttime parades, is to help with crowd flow at the end of the night. Now, we cannot wait to check out this new parade. We will be there on July 20th. We will see you there. I have got more fantastic news from Disney World. Stormalong Bay, the pool for both Disney's Yacht and Beach Club resorts, is open once again. This has been closed since January 2025 for maintenance, and Disney told us it would be closed through June 2025. We worried that it meant the pool would be closed for the entire month of June, but thankfully, we've been proven wrong. And along with the pool reopening, Hurricane Hannah's, the poolside bar, is also open again, and with some brand new yummy menu items I'm going to tell you about in just a little bit. While the pool has reopened, the cabanas, the ship slide, and the small pool behind it are still closed, but cast members anticipate it's only a matter of time before they're all open as well. So if you've got an upcoming stay at these resorts, you can rest easy knowing that the best pool in all of Disney World is back open. Did you know there is an exclusive meet and greet in EPCOT right now for annual pass holders? You need to make your way over to a tiny store called Der Teddy Bar over in the Germany Pavilion in World Showcase. Before you enter, a cast member will need to verify you're an annual pass holder. After that, you'll enter to see what surprise is in store for you. You'll head into this cute little shop with all sorts of crafts and tools and trinkets around the place. And the design on the interior is very cute. Looks like a store that a group of craftsmen put together, and it definitely gives you a hint at who you may run into inside. It is Dopey. Yep, annual pass holders can go to EPCOT to visit one of the 7 dwarfs. He likes to show off his gem collection, display the flowers he planted, and of course, take pictures. Now, annual pass holders have even more reason to go to EPCOT. There's lots of VI pass holder stuff going on in EPCOT right now. So next time you're at the park, make sure to stop by and say hi to Dopey, and also take advantage of all the stuff Disney's offering for the summer for annual pass holders. The Haunted Mansion in Magic Kingdom just got an upgrade. It is showing off some brand new ground and it's looking fresh. We spotted some new paving and it really does help brighten up the entrance to the attraction. Previously, there was similar paving, but it was rougher, lighter gray, and not quite as striking as the new groundwork. May not be a new character, an updated scene on the ride, but we're always excited to see improvements being made around Disney World, especially to one of our favorite rides. July 4th is almost here, so you know what that means. Getting together with friends and family and food and, of course, fireworks. 4th of July fireworks are a staple for the holiday, but no one does it quite like Disney World does. There will be 4th of July fireworks happening at the Magic Kingdom for not 1, but 2 nights. July 3rd and July 4th will host the popular Disney's Celebrate America, a 4th of July concert in the sky. The fireworks show will take place at 9:20 p.m. on both nights, and we're expecting it to be busy. You'll want to give yourself a lot of time to find a good spot for your show viewing. Make sure you got lots of food and water with you. And on the days when the 4th of July fireworks are happening, there will be no showing of Magic Kingdom's fan favorite Happily Ever After. So just be aware that if you are at the Magic Kingdom on July 3rd or 4th, you're not going to be able to watch that show. It'll just be the 4th of July fireworks show. Over in EPCOT, it looks like the schedule hasn't changed for the 4th of July. EPCOT's famous fireworks show, Luminous Symphony of Us, is listed as regular on July 4th. We're going to keep an eye out to see if anything changes for EPCOT for the festivities. In the past, EPCOT doesn't have an entire fireworks display for the 4th of July, but sometimes does have an extra short show at the end of the regular fireworks. So just something to look out for if you're there. Disney Cruise Line is really on a roll. The Disney Treasure launched at the end of last year, and the Disney Destiny and Disney Adventure will go on their maiden voyages at the end of this year. Now we've got details about the shops you're going to find on the Disney Adventure, and that includes the very first World of Disney store at sea. The Disney Adventure will include a lot of firsts for Disney Cruise Line. This ship is going to be the first Disney Cruise Line ship to set sail from Singapore, but it will also be the first Disney Cruise Line ship to have a World of Disney store on board. World of Disney will carry Disney Cruise Line specific merchandise, as well as a, quote, wide range of never before seen designs inspired by the rich natural beauty and cultural icons of Southeast Asia. So that is going to be exciting. There's also going to be a smaller World of Disney 2 boutique. But that's not all. The Disney Adventure will have nearly 17,000 square feet of retail space, so there will be a lot of opportunities for shopping. This includes the first ever National Geographic store at sea, which will offer a line of exclusive co-branded merchandise. Disney previously announced that the ship would have the first ever Duffy and Friends shop. This shop is going to have exclusive merchandise featuring Duffy and his friends in nautical themed outfits. An elevated shopping experience is going to be available to concierge guests with 2 exclusive boutiques. Palace Treasures will include luxury goods and fine jewelry, while 3 Wishes will have one-of-a-kind clothing, souvenirs, and collectibles. The Disney Adventure sets sail on its maiden voyage from Singapore on December 15th, 2025. And speaking of Disney Cruise Line, if you've been thinking about booking a trip, now might just be the perfect time. Disney just made it easier and more affordable to book a cruise because you now only have to put 10% of the total cost of the cruise down as a deposit. Disney Cruise Line has updated its flexible payment option so that when you book your cruise, you can hold that reservation for 3 days before any payment is due. Then you can confirm your reservation for 10% of the total cost of the cruise and customize a payment plan that meets your needs. Your total balance will be due 90 days in advance for a cruise 5 days or fewer, and 120 days for a cruise for longer than that. The total cost of your cruise will include your room, as well as standard dining options, lots of cruise activities, trips to ports of call like Disney Cruise Line's private islands and beaches, and more. Note that gratuities are not included, nor are additional excursions and some services on board. If you're still curious about Disney Cruise Line, be sure to check out our full guide to Disney Cruise Line in 2025. All your questions will be answered in that video. Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort is one of our favorite places in Disney World. It's got the spacious campgrounds, hoop-de-doo musical review, and so many outdoor activities to enjoy. One spot we love is the Meadow swimming pool, aka the resort's main pool. To go along with tons of other construction happening around Disney, this swimming pool is getting a makeover. The popular pool will be adding a new zero entry area and deck area to the existing pool, and the goal is to double the current pool size. Not only will the pool be expanded, but Disney's also adding a tennis court and 2 pickleball courts to the area. They haven't shared when construction is expected to begin or end on the new project, but like always, we're going to let you know when we know. A new shop is coming to Frontierland in Magic Kingdom. Disney quietly announced on its website that a new shop, Prairie Outpost, is reopening in Frontierland, and Disney explained you will be able to become a fashion pioneer when you shop for wide-brimmed hats, classic fedoras, customized headwear, and more at this stylish shop in Frontierland. Now, I know, how can a shop be new and reopening at the same time? Well, let me explain. This new shop is replacing a long-abandoned building that used to be home to Prairie Outpost and Supply, which sold iconic park confections like Disney character apples and Mickey Krispies and cookies and more. We're going from cookies to chapeaus. Yep, here's a peek at the location. It's right next door to the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. We don't have an opening date yet. We're going to keep our eyes out though for new details, and really looking forward to seeing this spot open and think it'll be a fun addition to the area because, we lost Le Chapeau when we got Colonel Kitchen over at the confectionery, right? So they haven't had a hat store in Magic Kingdom since then. And also remember, Frontierland area is going to be losing 2 attractions when Tom Sawyer Island and the Liberty Bell Riverboat close in July to make way for Piston Peak. At least having some more shopping to do may bring something new to the land. If you're planning a wedding right now, first of all, congratulations. Second, you need to hear this. Over the past several decades, weddings have become a huge part of the Disney World experience, aided by reality shows and celebrity weddings at the parks and viral photos. And saying I do at the resort has gone from a relatively under the radar type of ceremony to one many couples consider. And if you're one of those couples, Disney just announced a slew of discounts. Disney Weddings recently took to Instagram to advertise a series of discounts currently available. Summer 2026 is coming in hot with 4 special offers, including 50% in ceremony savings, a complimentary resort room stay, and even 20% off Cinderella's coach. Currently, select venues have a ceremony venue of $3,500, saving 50% for weddings or vow renewals taking place June 1st, 2026 to September 30th, 2026. You can also get 20% off on the usage of Cinderella's royal carriage for weddings and vow renewals taking place from June 1st to September 30th of next year. And get this, for weddings and vow renewals taking place on weekdays, Monday to Thursday, from the same dates, June 1st to September 30th next year, the happy couple's going to receive a one-night complimentary resort room at their host resort. Finally, while the standard wedding and vow renewal booking window is 12 months prior to the event date, guests booking for summer 2026 can book all dates from June 1st to September 30th right now. If you're planning a Disney World wedding for 2026, then jump on these deals while you can. These offers expire September 1st of this year. If you've never dined at one of Animal Kingdom's many little snack stands, then you're definitely missing out. And recently there was a big switch up with some snack stand menus in this park, so we're here to share the new eats at the Smiling Crocodile. Now, Smiling Crocodile is a small snack kiosk in Discovery Island, located near Flame Tree Barbecue. In the past, this spot's been home to Tex-Mex eats like tacos and nachos and more, but they just had a big menu change. The new menu here is focused almost entirely on mac and cheese. Yep, all of that mac and cheese was moved from 8 Spoon Cafe across the way over to Smiling Crocodile. And now there are currently 3 options available: baked macaroni and cheese with buffalo chicken, and baked macaroni and cheese with garlic smoked sausage. Starting out with the baked mac and cheese, plain baked mac and cheese, $7.99. This is pretty similar to the basic version that was previously at 8 Spoon. First of all, these come in much larger portions than previously. We considered the previous versions more of a snack size, but these are closer to a full meal. We were a little disappointed that this one didn't have as much of a baked quality as it used to have at 8 Spoon. We didn't get as much of the crispiness on top or the golden brown pieces that you search for with baked mac and cheese, but overall it had a good amount of cheesiness to it, and we thought it was better than most kids' mac and cheese meals you can find at Disney World. Gasparilla Island Grill notwithstanding. Next up, the baked macaroni and cheese with buffalo chicken is $9.99 and comes topped with buffalo chicken and ranch dressing. This one starts with the same mac and cheese base, but is topped with a buffalo chicken and ranch. If you're a blue cheese and buffalo kind of person, be warned that this one is not that. This is ranch. We thought it was delicious though. You get a generous portion of chicken. It was also topped with a good amount of ranch. The chicken was soft, easy to chew. We thought the sizing was perfect for being able to get chicken and mac in one bite. The buffalo sauce is very mild. There's no lingering heat when you eat it, just a slight warmth there. And the ranch was creamy and likely helped to make the buffalo sauce a bit milder. Finally, the baked mac with garlic smoked sausage, also for $9.99. This one's topped with garlic smoked sausage as well as sauteed peppers and onions. In addition to the sausage, peppers, and onions, this one also came topped with some pickles. Now, the pickles are one of our favorite parts. They were crispy, crunchy, and had a great tangy flavor. The sauteed peppers and onions got a bit lost in the dish, but they did add a bit of texture, and the garlic sausage was decent. There wasn't as much garlic flavor as we were expecting. It's a mild sausage, and we didn't taste any spice to it, but there was a bit of smokiness. We thought the baked mac and cheese with garlic smoked sausage had the best texture of all three, although we liked the baked mac and cheese with buffalo chicken the best overall. And we were super impressed by the portion sizes and really enjoyed this. Be warned though, Smiling Crocodile has very limited hours, so make sure you check them before heading over there. Okay, now it's time for that Hurricane Hannah's review I promised you. Hurricane Hannah's is located in the common area of the Stormalong Bay Pool at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resort. So again, you don't have to be staying at Beach Club or Yacht Club to dine at Hurricane Hannah's, but you do have to be staying at Beach or Yacht Club to swim in Stormalong Bay. Okay, now that that's established, Hurricane Hannah's offers delicious poolside entrees and snacks in a large variety of adult beverages and a relaxing and casual nautical environment. When it comes to food options, expect items like grilled chicken sandwiches and burgers, chicken strips, a few salad options, and some more unique items like a seafood roll and these loaded crab fries. Yep, we tried the brand new loaded crab fries. These are made with crab meat, cheese curds, bacon pieces, and bisque for $11.79. And they were not kidding when they said these things were loaded. Hurricane Hannah's is back and not messing around because these loaded crab fries are a hit. 10 out of 10, no notes. There's a ton of crab meat on this, way more than we were expecting for the price. And the sweetness of the crab mixed with the saltiness of the fries was a perfect match. This dish is a seafood lover's dream. It's basically like a seafood poutine, thanks to the cheese curds, and the bisque serves as a sort of gravy to bring everything together. We also loved the addition of bacon pieces for a bit of a smoky vibe, and the green onions added a nice zing to break up the richness. We will definitely be stopping by to get these again. We also ordered the cold fashioned made with Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon, citrus and tea slushy, and Angostura bitters for $18. Pretty expensive drink. This was a fun take on an old classic cocktail. It comes with a cherry on top plus an orange wedge, just like you would expect of a regular old fashioned. The citrus and tea slushy differentiates it from a regular old fashioned, and it gives it a bright flavor that pairs really well with the bourbon, especially on a hot day. Hurricane Hannah's did not come to play with these new menu items, and since this restaurant is open till 10, it's a good spot to stop for some late night eats after you leave EPCOT. We'll be thinking about those crab fries for the foreseeable future, and may even need to hurry back to get them immediately. Keep in mind that only Yacht and Beach Club guests are permitted to swim in Stormalong Bay, but everyone can go to Hurricane Hannah's. The Caramel Macchiato Blondie has debuted at Connections Cafe in EPCOT, and of course, we had to try it out. While it is just displayed as a blondie, a cast member let us know that it is technically called a Caramel Macchiato Blondie. You can get this treat for $5.29. Connections Cafe is the Starbucks in EPCOT, and it is on the other side of Connections Eatery, so you can get your favorite drink while getting this sweet treat. This has a blondie base and is topped with dulce de leche, a dollop of caramel, and a chocolate-covered coffee bean. While the blondie is supposed to be caramel and macchiato, Macchiato, we mostly got the caramel flavor and didn't taste much coffee. The chocolate-covered coffee bean on top provided a crunch of coffee flavor, but the Blondie itself is mostly caramel. The Blondie base was sweet and fluffy, a bit dry and crumbly, but the caramel and custard topping helped a lot. On top of the base, there was a milky and creamy topping, followed by an ooey-gooey caramel topping. The milky dulce de leche topping added a wonderful creaminess to the treat. We weren't expecting that layer to be there at first, so it was a fun surprise when we broke open the Blondie. Overall, we really enjoyed this one, and it's a decent size. You could split this with someone else, although we can confirm that it can also be devoured by one person. We may or may not have eaten this guy all in one sitting. We think it would be delicious alongside coffee or tea, or just as a sweet pick-me-up during the day. If you're a fan of caramel and you haven't already gone crazy over a caramel kusha on the other side of EPCOT, then you're going to enjoy this one. And right next to Connections Cafe, you're going to find Connections Eatery. This huge restaurant is a great place to stop before heading deep into the World Showcase, and they've got 2 new menu items we needed to try. We started with a Peruvian salad for $11.29. This features field greens, sweet potatoes, avocado, chuclo, which I didn't know what that was, so I Googled it and it's like a corn situation, onions, sweetie drop peppers, conchita, and a spiced sesame vinaigrette. This plant-based option was full of flavors and textures and had us coming back bite by bite again. The sweet potatoes were roasted, adding a thicker texture, and while the avocado was a bit on the mushy side for our taste, it was nice to have the fresh flavor. The chuclo, also known as Peruvian corn, was the large white corn kernels in our bowl. Gave us a chewy texture, but the conchita, sometimes called Peruvian popcorn, was crispy yellow corn that provided that great crunch along with a roasted flavor. One of the highlights was the sweet drop peppers, which were small, teardrop-shaped, and burst when you bite into them. They were bright and fresh, really bringing the whole dish together texturally. We loved the spice vinaigrette, which was slightly sweet and felt light and summery. Now, we also grabbed the Belgian Lotto shake. I know, salad and a milkshake. What can you do? This is our life as Disney Food Blog reporters for $7.49. We are so glad we tried this one, though, because this might be our shake for the summer. There isn't much better than a perfect chocolate shake that isn't too over the top, and this is that. It was creamy and less milky than a traditional ice cream-based milkshake. We loved how thick it was and how the chocolate was deep and rich, because it wasn't overly sweet or overly anything. It was refreshing, and this is one we'll get time and again. Reservations are available for Disney's newest restaurant. Yep, that was fast. The Walt Disney World Dolphin Resort just recently closed one of its upscale restaurants, and we were hoping it wouldn't take too long for the new restaurant arriving in its place to open up. Then we were right. Bourbon Steak by Michael Mina is already taking the place of Shula's Steakhouse, which just closed. Now reservations are already open for this new restaurant, and we know when it's opening. Reservations are available for Bourbon Steak Orlando at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin on OpenTable for as early as July 26th. Reservations can be made right at this very second, and you bet we already made ours. The restaurant didn't announce this as its opening date, so it's possible it opens before the 26th without reservations, but we'll keep an eye on it and let you know. Currently, the restaurant will be open from 5 to 11 p.m. each day, so dinner is the only meal available at this spot. Additionally, there is a dress code that will need to be followed here. The restaurant asks that guests dress accordingly in attire that respects the restaurant's sophisticated and upscale aesthetic. Clothing that is dirty, unkempt, or has offensive language or graphics on it, and swimwear will not be allowed. New snack alert! Say hello to the Little Mermaid cookie pie for $6.29 at the market at Ale and Compass at Disney's Yacht Club Resort. This cookie pie features a marshmallow and ganache filling sandwiched between 2 house-made graham cracker cookies and robed in blue chocolate with under-the-sea chocolate decor. We have to start with the presentation because it is very cute. It looks like it's one of Ariel's treasures. The tiny dingle hopper on top really takes it to the next level. The blue was a thin layer of chocolate, and there was even more chocolate with the additional starfish and shell on top. When we took a bite, it reminded us of an OCP, an oatmeal cream pie, but with a thinner layer of icing in the middle. They come individually wrapped, which makes it feel like a little present. And the entire cookie pie is very soft and melts quickly, but that only made it more enjoyable to eat. The middle marshmallow melted and dripped out, making the whole item gooey and a fun texture. It was giving major s'mores vibes. The price is pretty hard to beat too. For $6, this is a good size, and while it might be too messy to easily share, we liked keeping it all for ourselves. While heading to the yacht club when you aren't staying there is a bit inconvenient, we loved it and we'll be stopping by next time we're at EPCOT. If you use the International Gateway entrance, you can walk right to the yacht club to pick up this treat. If you've been around DFB for a while, you've definitely heard us talk about Regal Eagle Smokehouse. Now, this Muppet-themed quick service offers up barbecue, craft brews, and more. Recently, this spot added the new Brewmaster fries for $6.49. These are seasoned with a beer cheese sauce poured across the top. So how do they hold up? Especially when our other favorite fries from this location are now gone, right? Remember those burnt ends fries? Yes, of course you do. Anyway, our first thought was that these are on the smaller side and will operate better as a single serving snack. The size is great for one person and we wouldn't consider it shareable. The beer cheese on top is the same beer cheese that's served at the pretzel bites over at Block and Hans, and the barbecue rub is the same that always comes on the fries. There was a great balance of cheese and carbs to help you soak up some alcohol if you've been drinking around the world. This cheese has a really good flavor. It's got a sharp tang to it, which we love, has the perfect amount of spice and salt, plus the creamy cheese makes this a more exciting dish than your typical side of fries. While we do think these might be more of a $5 portion size, we don't think you're going to regret grabbing them. We mobile ordered these fries, but in the future we might go order them at the counter so we can try to grab a side of extra cheese to help make it even cheesier. These are a great snack that we will happily get again and again. They don't replace the burn ends fries, not gonna lie, wish those would come back, but at least this is a consolation prize. Did you know there's a food festival in Disney World that you don't need a park ticket for? This year, Flavors of Florida takes place from June 27th to August 10th, 2025 at Disney Springs. It's got over 90 limited time dishes from 45 different restaurants. We got a sneak peek at a lot of these new items coming to the festival this year. So to start your day and make sure you don't miss anything, you'll want to pick up an event guide from the Disney Springs Welcome Center. With so many restaurants participating and snacks to try, it can get overwhelming real fast. We recommend taking a look at what's high on your priority list and going from there. Pay special attention to what locations offer mobile order, because it'll likely save you tons of time. Now, our first stop was over at Homecoming. We tested out the Tupelo chicken and biscuits, which are chicken biscuits served with fresh dill and parsley ranch slaw, drizzled with Tupelo honey from the Savannah Bee Company. This was the best biscuit we've ever had. It was an amazing balance of sweet and savory, plus the cheese. It also had a new slaw and was on the salty side, but we absolutely loved it. Incredible. We also tried the new honeybee beverage with Tomcat gin, honey syrup, and fresh squeezed lemon, topped with house-made honey foam. This was lemony and sweet, but did have a strong alcohol taste. Despite that, it was smooth with a strong aftertaste. We had a literal chunk of honeycomb in it, and we really liked that. We also headed over to Maria and Enzo's to test out 2 more new items. First, we had the bruschetta calabrese. It's grilled ciabatta, topped with Duja and Florida-sourced Fioretta stracciatella, petal honey, and micro arugula. The middle of this was that mozzarella and a sausage spread on grilled bread. It was spicy, but the burrata sort of cut that a little bit. It was drizzled with local honey. And like I said, this guy was real spicy. To wash it all down, we had the new Southeastern Sangria made with Lake Ridge Winery and Vineyards Cabernet Sauvignon. It's also got Florida orange liqueur, apricot brandy, hibiscus, orange, and cinnamon. This was a deep red with deep flavors. It was on the bitter side and very strong. Over at Frontera Cocina, we tried the cocktail de camarones with Florida pink shrimp with a tangy, spicy Mexican cocktail sauce, avocado, jicama, cucumber, cilantro, and lime. This was spicy and juicy. The shrimp was big, which we loved, and it paired well with the avocado and cucumber. Has super nice textures with the sauce mixed in well. To go with that, we had the Florida Groves Margarita. It has Lalo Blanco tequila, Florida citrus juice, orange liqueur, and pink grapefruit soda with a hint of Aperol liqueur. This was similar to orange juice, and it was acidic and bright. The tequila is not very strong, which can be a good or bad thing depending on you. Ever wanted to get first-hand demonstrations from some of the iconic chefs behind the amazing spots you love to dine in Disney Springs? Well, you can now, because Disney Springs offers a free culinary series hosted by Kroger and presented on select Friday nights as part of the Flavors of Florida event. The culinary demonstrations are held at Waterview Park in the landing area of Disney Springs next to the boathouse, and registration for the demos is free, but space is limited, so you'll need to register to secure your spot. Kroger Delivery is one of our game-changing hacks for Disney World. You can get groceries delivered to your hotel in a refrigerated truck, which is much needed in that Florida heat, so we absolutely love that they are sponsoring this whole culinary series. And that is just barely scratching the surface of everything we got to try. For a review of everything we tried at Flavors of Florida, click the link down below. We love this Disney Springs Festival and highly recommend you stop by on your upcoming trip. All right, who's going to Disney World this week? Well, heads up, it's hot, but I'm going to assume you probably already knew that. Still, here's your weekly summer reminder that it's very warm and very wet in Florida right now, so bring plenty of sunscreen, hats, sunglasses, etc., as well as that rain gear too. You will thank me later when it's the middle of your EPCOT day and you get stuck in the 3 p.m. afternoon storm for the 4th day in a row. Disney's dubbed this year as Cool Kids Summer, where they showcase the best of the best for families with kids and add in some new entertainment and attractions. And if you're curious as to what's available during Cool Kids Summer, there are some new maps available to help you out. In the My Disney Experience app, you'll see Cool Kids Summer highlighted on the homepage. So if you click on that particular info guide, you'll be able to view maps for each of the 4 parks with the specialty offerings marked. There are also new physical maps at each of the parks if you think your kid will want to check out the maps themselves. So far, the DFB team has had a lot of fun checking out all the new entertainment options and attractions and snacks involved with Cool Kids Summer, so we think your family will like it too. If you're looking for a fun way to spend a day in Disney World that doesn't require a park ticket, let me remind you that Disney World does have mini golf courses. Disney's Winter Summerland and Fantasia Gardens and Fairways Miniature Golf are available, no reservation required. So if you're thinking about taking a break in the middle of your Disney vacation, chill at your resort, maybe play some mini golf and hit up Disney Springs in the evening, there are so many ways to enjoy your day in Disney World without a park ticket. Calling all world travelers and world sippers, whether you're Team Margarita or always end your loop with a pint in the UK, this new DFBT was made for your EPCOT adventures. Perfect for park days spent sipping and strolling, no passport required. You can find this design and more over at dfbstore.com, or you can even shop on this video. And I've also got some exciting news myself. I have actually been in the studio all week recording the audiobook for my new Disney Adults book, and it has been a blast. Sitting in the studio, reading these words out loud has been an amazing and surreal experience I will never forget. This book is a celebration of us, Disney adults. It's full of personal stories, mine and so many others from our community. It's about the joy, the nostalgia, the connection, and even the challenges that come with loving Disney as an adult. And now with the audiobook, you'll get to hear all of it from me the way I always imagined sharing it. The book launches August 5th, but pre-orders are now open. You can head over to ajwolf.com and you can buy through any of your favorite booksellers. I cannot wait for you all to read it or listen to me read it. Disney just dropped a new bag collection online you've got to see, especially if you love Mickey Mouse, my main man. If you're looking for a small bag that easily fits on your shoulder but looks different than anything you currently own, the Mickey Mouse quilted shoulder bag is right up your alley. We love its maroon color and the way Mickey is featured front and center. Just small enough to fit your essentials though, so if you're someone who prefers to bring a lot of items to the park with you, you probably need something bigger. Need something a little larger that may be more suited for your adventures? Look no further than the Mickey Mouse quilted tote bag. This is the same adorable maroon color with Mickey on the front, but can easily fit a pair of clothes or two and your toiletries and your chargers that you need for a quick 1 to 3 day trip. If you don't need a full bag but are looking for something to help you keep your toiletries or makeup organized, the Mickey Mouse quilted cosmetic bag is here to solve that problem. It's cute and compact, it's got the same pattern, and we really like this collection. Check them out. Okay, that's the news I've got for you today. I will be back next week with a bunch more news, but don't worry, I'm going to be back like 4 other times this week with a bunch more videos for you as well. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Why not? It doesn't cost anything. And then you can keep up with us and see everything we're doing in those parks every day. Also, don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter. Link to sign up for that is right down in the description, and I will make sure you get all the latest news about Disney, theme parks, and everything else coming at you for free to your email. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.